So on the 26th of May 2018, all of these data, which have seemed so valuable to brands, suddenly have a question mark over them. Is a brand now going to be exposed because these personal data that seem so valuable are suddenly toxic? The real question for a brand is, are they being covered by their agency? And in their contract with their agency, are they indemnified to cover themselves for that 2 to 4% of global annual turnover?
I think data analysis probably gets too personal when it gets political. When people's political ideologies, when their religion, when their sexuality, when their gender, their ethnicity, these are probably crossing the lines in terms of what's being inferred. It's one thing for people to volunteer this information, but to impose it on people, I think is a very dangerous trend. I think changing attitudes about data collection will help, meaning rather than the default of collect everything as much as possible, be more frugal with data collection.
I think it's really important these days to decouple privacy from good data management. Because I think brands now have got the privacy bit. They understand what they're supposed to do, and it's relatively straightforward. I think the big challenge though for the businesses behind the brands is to become much better at managing data.
Today we have a system where there's a reliance on data whose value is not necessarily entirely clear. Many brands are holding onto data that will possibly expose them to liability and significant global scale fines. So the question today is, how much does it cost me to store data? The question after the 25th of May 2018 is, how much of these data are a problem for me to have?
You cannot just assume that people are going to be, even if they're informed, prepared to share their data. You need to challenge yourself in terms of what is it, what's in it for the people. No? What can I offer which is relevant and which actually makes them interested in dialoguing with me and possibly sharing data with me.